All right, next we're going to be talking about air diver consumption. This is how much air a diver is using during the dive. It's going to be given in standard cubic feet a minute. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So the consumption rate is going to be your consumption is equal to the depth that you're at plus 33 over 33 times your RMV. Now, basically your RMV is the diver's respiratory minute volume, which means how many actual cubic feet of air he moves through his lungs every minute, how much he breathes in and breathes out. So doing this is pretty simple. The RMV, there's a table, so look at it in your reference, your formula book for this, but in general, it's gonna be 1.4 on descent as well as the bottom phase, and it's going to be 0.75 on ascent phase. So this will come up a little bit later in your dive career where you're planning out an entire dive and figuring out how much air you need for the entire thing, but we're just gonna focus on the consumption for this portion. So let's say that this diver is at the bottom. We'll say he's at 60 feet. So we'll do 60 plus 33 over 33, and then we're gonna multiply that by our RMV of 1.4. So 60 plus 33 divided by 33 times 1.4 is equal to 3.95. All right, so 3.95 is going to be our final answer. So essentially that's every minute, that's how much air of standard cubic feet he's taken. So if we have, we figure out our standard cubic feet on surface at the beginning of the dive, how much we have up in our tank or whatever. Well, this is how much one diver at that depth is going to be using every minute, okay? So you can see how later on that we can use that to plan out, how long will our tanks last with 3 divers, or how long can we make our scuba jug last if we plan on doing this dive or that dive. So that's going to be our consumption rate. I'm just going to leave it at this because we're just doing DSWAS here. I don't want to get too complicated and confuse people on some things, so we'll stop there.